Do you believe that 2022's final quarter will yield record profits? Undoubtedly, Tesla is going to have a difficult year in 2022 with all the problems and difficulties it has had, which have caused the stock to drop to all-time lows multiple times. However, many are optimistic that Q4 2022 will at least show progress over the previous quarters, so you won't want to miss this. Just after the festivities for New Year's, in a press statement, Tesla stated that it had produced over 439 cars and delivered over 450,000 vehicles. In 2022, deliveries of Tesla vehicles increased by 40 year over year to 131 million, while production increased by 47 year over year to 1.37 million units. In light of significant COVID and supply chain related challenges throughout the year, it was further stated that the company continued to transition toward a more even regional mix of vehicle builds, which again resulted in a further increase in cars in transit at the end of the quarter. Thank you to all of our customers, employees, suppliers, shareholders, and support orders who helped us achieve a great 2022. Following the market closure on Wednesday, January 25, 2023, the press release stated that Tesla will release its financial results for the fourth quarter and full year ended December 31, 2022, following the conclusion of business. For and full year 2022. Earnings are released, Tesla's net income and cash flow figures will be disclosed together with the rest of the financial performance. Deliveries of Tesla vehicles are merely one indicator of the company's financial performance and shouldn't be used to predict the company's quarterly financial results, which are dependent on a number of variables such as the mix of directly leased vehicles and the cost of sales in foreign currencies. This statement may allay investors see concerns about Tesla's F4 2022 production and delivery numbers, which fell short of estimates, according to the press release in question. To put it another way, the numbers for the fourth quarter fell short of analyst expectations based on a consensus of analyst estimates compiled by FactSet, a financial data company that lists over 40 analysts that cover Tesla stock as of December 31st, 2022. Although Tesla started production at 2 new factories this year and ramped up production in Fremont, California, and Shanghai Wall Street was expecting the company to report deliveries of about 427,000 for the final quarter of the year. Estimates updated in December and included in the FactSet consensus range from 409,000 to 433,000. These more recent estimates were in line with a company-compiled consensus distributed by Tesla Investor Vice President Martin Vita. The consensus published by electric vehicle industry researcher Troy Teslick stated that 24 sell-side analysts expect a Tesla delivery of approximately 417,957 on average for the quarter and about 1.33 million deliveries for the full year. Deliveries of the company's higher-end Model S sedan and Model XW totaled 17,147, while those of its entry-level Model 3 sedan Model U crossover totaled 388,131. It should be noted that Tesla stated in its third quarter shareholder presentation that over a multi-year horizon, it expects to achieve 50 average annual growth in vehicle deliveries. The capacity and stability of the supply chain, factory uptime, operational efficiency, and our equipment capacity will all affect the rate of growth. Challenges faced by Tesla, the quarter that ended on December 31, 2022, included COVID outbreaks in China that forced the company to temporarily halt and reduce production at its Shanghai factory. In order to spur demand, Tesla also offered steep price cuts and other promotions in the United States. China and other countries, even though doing so could put pressure on its margins. In an email, Musk asked staff members to volunteer to deliver as many cars to customers as possible before the end of 2022. It's also important to note that Tesla shares fell by more than 45 over the previous 6 months, and in December, a number of analysts expressed concern about the declining demand for Tesla electric vehicles, which are relatively expensive when compared to an increasing number of hybrid and fully electric products from competitors. Nevertheless, Tesla is set to benefit from President Joe Biden's Inflation Reduction Act this year, which includes incentives for domestic production and purchases of fully electric cars. Musk also encouraged employees in his email not to be bothered by what he described as stock market craziness. According to Barron's, who just published an essay, Tesla's earnings in 2023 should increase by nearly 14 from roughly $4 per share 2022. Undoubtedly, Tesla stock had a difficult 2022. Investors had high hopes that the company's fourth quarter EV delivery data would help kick off 2023. But this hasn't happened. To the dismay of investors, actual numbers have lagged behind expectations, and analysts predict that Tesla will grow by approximately 40 in 23, reaching 1.8 million to 1.9 million cars, up from roughly 1.3 million in 2022. Notably, Tesla increased its sales volume by approximately 40 in 2022, 1,313,851 vehicles, up from 950 vehicles delivered in 2021, according to data from Yahoo Finance. Tesla produced 1,369,611 cars in 2022, roughly 56 more than it delivered. The average revenue estimate for Q4 2022 is $24.96 billion, according to 22 analysts. Estimates range from a low of $21.1 billion to a high of $28.79 billion, with a growth estimate of 38.8%. While many analysts predict a positive outcome for Tesla in 2023, there are still a number of factors that are causing investors to be cautious about expectations for this year. One such factor is the electric car company NIO, based in China, which recently lowered its forecast for fourth quarter deliveries by approximately 9% due to the increasing number of coronavirus cases in major Chinese cities. This gave Tesla investors additional cause for concern regarding the performance of Tesla's sales in China. Finally, Tesla's recent decision to lower the price of its Model 3 and Model Y vehicles in the United States has prompted concerns about the market for its vehicles. This is another indication of perhaps declining demand in China. Reports have indicated that Tesla is cutting its production output at its factory in Shanghai. So it's very impossible to forecast if some of these concerns are only transient in nature as the corporation attempts to address transitory hurdles, or if they're symptomatic of problems that could endure until 2023. Some of the recent headlines are undoubtedly cause for concern. The market is also concerned about general state of the economy, as stated by Callow on Bloomberg Television. Do consumers have the money to buy $60,000 cars? Some analysts anticipate significantly lower than expected Tesla deliveries in Q4. Adam Jonas, Morgan Stanley analyst, lowers his target price for Tesla stock to still $2,250, but he also lowers his target delivery amount for Q4 to just $39,900 in late December. Morgan Stanley's Tesla pick was previously covered by CNBC. The analysts emphasized the investment group's optimism and kept the price target for Tesla at $330. They also expressed optimism about Tesla's near-term future, despite our categorical view that 2023 will be a challenging year for the EV market. We think Tesla's competitive advantage may grow. However, as previously mentioned, Adam Jonas of Morgan Stanley lowered Tesla's price target from $330 to $250. Even yet, given that Tesla stock is currently trading below $125 a share during the Q3 earnings call, it seems likely Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, voiced his hope for a record-breaking Q4. It is important to note that we have great demand for Q4 and that we anticipate selling every card we have made. Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, stated in the Q3 earnings call that the factories are operating at full capacity and delivering every car the company makes. Tesla also shared its plans to accelerate global production of its best-selling Model Y and Model 3 electric vehicles in Q4 and to build on that growth in 2023 as newer factories in Austin and Berlin ramp production. Internal plans seen by Reuters reveal that as our factories ramp, Musk said, it appears like we'll have an amazing year end. So Q4 is looking really good. The global auto market is expected to rise by a factor of 10 in 2023 if the production ramp up proceeds as planned, taking into account a 50 output increase for the full year. By examining Tesla's financial statements, prospective investors can gain a better understanding of the state and potential opportunities associated with the stock. Tesla's foundations are strong, elevated profits and profitability, low levels of debt in comparison to rivals, and steady increases in demand for all of its items. Upcoming product releases bring even more positive news. For additional information, consider purchasing Tesla stock.